You're watching Football Daily, and here's this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We're kicking it off in Manchester, where Sergio Aguero has apparently been told he is free to leave the club next summer by Pep Guardiola. This utter nonsense is being reported by Mundo Deportivo, who are hardly reliable and claim that the Argentinian is unsettled at the Etihad and has held secret meetings with Los Blancos reps. Bullshit. It seems to us that they've based it on the back of Guardiola claiming that Aguero would be free to leave if he asked to, however also told reporters that he was an integral part of the squad and one of the best strikers in world football. So for us, this seems like a hit and miss story, but in the long run, if Sergio Aguero was to move to the Bernabeu, it wouldn't come as much of a surprise. If he was to leave, his replacement could well come from Germany. That's if you believe Bild anyway, who claim that Pep Guardiola will go on an all-out offensive for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang next summer. The citizens reportedly approached Thomas Tuchel's star man this summer, but saw their inquiry rejected by the board. It comes as little surprise then that there has been contact between the parties since. However, with Aubameyang claiming he doesn't want to go to England and instead fancies a move to Spain, the move remains unlikely. Another incoming transfer to City could be in the form of a new young goalkeeper to replace the ageing and slightly dodgy Claudio Bravo. With the chance of Joe Hart returning also extremely unlikely, Pep is rumoured to have met with the agent of 17-year-old AC Milan wonderkid Gianluigi Donnarumma. The Italian, who has been dubbed the next Buffon, has also caught the attention of Real Madrid and Juventus, although the player himself claims he is still loyal to AC Milan. We'll see how long that lasts when there's a €200,000 cheque on your desk each week. Staying in Italy, and Juventus have apparently opened talks over the signature of Santi Cazorla, whose contract at Arsenal runs out in June. Surprisingly, Arsene Wenger is yet to offer the little Spaniard a new deal, so Max Allegri is waiting in the wings to sign him on a pre-contract in January. This story comes from Calcio Mercato, so not the most reliable, but let's face it, Arsene does have a pretty checkered history of players leaving in their final years. Oh, Robin van Persie. Whilst Cazorla is yet to be offered a new deal, it is expected that Arsene Wenger will sign a contract extension at the club in the coming weeks, according to the Times. The Gunners chairman Sir Chips Keswick, what a name, has voiced his support for Wenger and claimed that his new contract will be signed at an appropriate time. Quite when that appropriate time is remains to be seen, but will likely hinge on Wenger's run pre-Christmas. However, with just 8 months left at the club, we're pretty sure the Frenchman will be hoping for an early present. On the topic of new contracts, let's head over to Germany now, where Bayern Munich are close to offering two of their older heads new deals at the club. Firstly, Franck Ribéry is expected to sign on the dotted line in the coming days to extend his current deal by up to 2 years. On the other flank, Arjen Robben is also close to a new deal, however with injuries aplenty for the Dutchman, this is likely to be for just 1 extra year. German magazine Kicker claim that Carlo Ancelotti has made the new contract a priority at the club in order to keep the team's harmony perfect. The final man pushing for a bump in his wage, or this week anyway, is Thiago Silva, who has come out publicly to say he wants to sign a new deal at PSG. Like Santi Cazorla, Silva's current deal runs out in June 2017. However, unlike the Spaniard, he has the option of an extra year built in already. The ex-AC Milan man claimed that the club sat down to talk to him about a new contract last summer, but since then, there have been no conversations. This comes as a real surprise, and it's likely that a number of clubs from around Europe will be making approaches for the Brazilian star in January. And finally, it looks like Morgan Schneiderlin could be hunting for a new club in January, with Jose Mourinho ready to sell him, according to the Daily Mail. So there we have it, but what do you guys at home think? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, why don't you click here for loads more great content and down there to subscribe, and as always guys, we'll catch you later.